Cover the hood.
Oh my God! Park this thing and let's pop the hood.
Love tap.
All right, let's see what's wrong with our minivan. We made it to the surf spots. The good news. The bad news is this thing is seriously flaming. Wow. Oh. Oh. It's running a little hot, boys. Good morning, friends. We're live and direct. A little bit of a cloudy, well, partly sunny, partly cloudy-ish day on the north shore of Oahu. Right out there lies the beautiful Sunset Beach, and we're gonna go get smoked in some shore break to wake up this morning. It's bombing. It's like 8 to 10 feet, maybe bigger. Shore break should be pretty nuts right now. And the boys want to get their morning cup of coffee the natural way with some shore break slammage. So, we're gonna walk out to the beach, we're gonna go get pounded in the shore break, gonna wake up, and then we're gonna do something else. I don't know what else, but this is the start of the day and you gotta take it 1 hour at a time.
Nothing like a mouthful of sand for breakfast.
Nothing like it. A mouthful of sand with a side of salt water.
But that catches party on. I'm a Gemini and she's a Scorpio, but that don't cross the lines when we on the cardio.
It's a wrap for me. I'm over it. Got so much sand I can hardly walk. Totally woken up now. That is the best cup of joe I ever had.
All right, we got good news and we have bad news. The good news is I am feeling really fairly energized after that shore break session. The bad news is I have no surfboards left in my quiver. As many of you know, I have 3 boards. I have my 6'4", my Junie 6'1" Custom, and my Twin Fin Fish. But my 6'4", right here, the tail's blown out and there's a hole in the bottom of it. My 6'1" right here has another little hole in the bottom of it. Probably surfable, but I don't want to risk it. And lastly, my Twin Fin Fish, well, the fin box blew out and it's currently at Lucas Godfrey's Ding Ding shop and he's helping me get it repaired. So what do I have to work with? Well, that. And it's my kite board. It's probably pretty hard to get into waves, but once I'm up, I have a theory that I'll be able to surf it pretty well because it's probably pretty blady. Moral of the story is we're going surfing. Crew's loading up to head to a nearby spot about 10 minutes down the way, and I'm slightly worried because our minivan has been acting incredibly sketchy lately. Its engine's been like freaking out and installing and stuff. So we're gonna load up in the minivan and then hopefully make it to our surf destination and then hopefully surf if all goes to plan. But that rarely ever happens in a JL vlog, so we'll see what goes down. Let's do it.
Loading her up. How's that tranny feel, man?
Not good.
I had the tires.
Uh-oh.
You know what I think?
This is the great demise of our mighty minivan, boys. Dude. That was pretty sick. Burnout. Oh my God! Park this thing and let's pop the hood. All right. See what's wrong with our minivan. We made it to the surf spots. The good news. The bad news is this thing is seriously flaming. Wow. Oh. Oh. It's running a little hot, boys.
To be completely honest, I never had much of an emotional connection with this.
No, never did. Really? Never did. Damn, we were on different wavelengths. I love that thing.
Now.
We've hit rock bottom, boys. So for those of you that didn't watch the Sickos videos, basically we bought this minivan right when we moved to Hawaii. It was $1,800 Craigslist special. And we said, hey, it looks pretty good. It fits all 8 of us. It fits our boards. It's the go-to tour bus for the Sickos. We spray painted the rims gold. We spray painted the accents of the car gold, and we thought we were good to go. Fast forward 3 weeks, well, here we are. Rock bottom. Transmission has blown out or something along the lines because it won't start anymore. And we're sitting here. We're sitting here real sorry. Now we gotta figure out how to get home. I'm trying to repair it. I'll keep you updated. 12 years later, the repair crew has arrived. Think we're good?
30%.
Okay, 30%. I'll take the odds.
She score it right back at you.
Yeah, now it's dead.
Watch this. Oh my God. That was the closest I've heard it to starting in a long time. No, yeah, what point I'm trying to get across? Car is completely dead still. I'm gonna go ahead and make the claim we were stuck in that parking lot for probably an estimated 3 hours. We thought we were only gonna be there for an hour and a half because that's what AAA told us, but then an hour and a half later, we called AAA again, and then they said that they went to the wrong location, so they have to order us another AAA, which will be there in an hour and a half. And that sucked because that was the second time in a row that has happened here in Hawaii when our van broke down the first time. So I'm pretty sure that the AAA in Hawaii is just ultimately fried or something. Anyway, we're back now, but nothing changed about the van. We had to get it towed and it still doesn't work. However, that attempt was shockingly close to starting up. There's just one problem though. If we start the van, I don't think it's gonna fix anything. I mean, when we were driving, you saw the transmission was stalling out, and then when we parked, it was smoking out of the hood. That can't simply be just a starter problem. I'm pretty sure the problems are just stacking on top of each other to become this unfixable beast for how cheap that car was. So Sickos and I are gonna have to look into a new vehicle, but we're gonna get back to what we were gonna do, which is surf the kiteboard. Waves are good. We got a walk ahead of us because we can't freaking drive anymore, but hey, it's all good. We're living the dream. So no complaints. We're gonna walk to the beach. We're gonna surf this board. We're gonna see how it goes. Should be fun. The sandbar is back in action. If you don't know what the sandbar is like this really fun wave here in the North Shore of Oahu that starts to happen around this time of year because the big waves come and move all the sand to the area so that the wave forms. Kind of complicated, but anyway, we're gonna go surf this spot called the Sandbar. It's like my favorite wave ever. Let's do it.
All right, there she is. Finally, we're making it happen. After a good little year and that our minivan's toasted, it's just like old times. Surfing the Sandbar on a kiteboard. Let's get it.
So the only thing about a black board in Hawaii is one, it's always wanting to explode, and two, it gets hot and melts all your wax off. Or at least it looks cool.
Does look pretty cool. Nicknamed the Darth Cater. The Darth Cater. We've just had a sick little first half of the session. Had to come in because my armpits were chafing so horribly badly that I needed to change. Oh my right.
Wow.
Armpits were chafing so incredibly badly that I had to come in and switch to just the good old drift lines. So we're gonna head out again. Second half of the session is about to go down. Board's feeling pretty good.
starving.
No way, dude. Are you kidding me? Waterside delivery? Are you kidding me? Waterside delivery? Are they dry? Yeah. Fully dry.
Plastic bone dry.
Take that thing, put it away, and let's feast. My 48 pack of Pop-Tarts coming in clutch on the outside. They're perfectly dry too. This is epic. This is how you surf forever.
I'm gonna go ahead and rate my experience surfing my kiteboard about a 6 out of 10. The reason for that number mostly is attributed because of the waves, not the board. What I mean by that is, for those of you that don't surf, every wave is very different. And the sandbar, I love it to death. It's where I practice getting barreled, but the problem is it's where you go to practice getting barreled. It's a wave that slurps up and has a really hard drop and is really hard to get into, but once you're into it, it throws pretty much a perfect barrel every time. Odds you make it out are very slim. The reason that this was a problem on this board is because a barreling wave is oftentimes a really hard drop. It slurps up super quick and you need a board with a lot of volume to get into it. This board has 0 volume. What I mean by volume is this. Look at the thickness of these rails. Very, very thin. About just a little under an inch maybe. That is not standard for a surfboard. Normally a surfboard, my general surfboards would be like maybe even up to here. That adds buoyancy to your board. Buoyancy helps you paddle. The downside to buoyancy is that once you're up, it makes the board harder to turn. But the good side to buoyancy is, like I said, it's easier to paddle. This board, 0 buoyancy, but once you're up, very easy to turn. It's really awkward. Our roommate downstairs that I don't know just walked out and looked at me half naked while I'm talking about my board in front of an abandoned truck. That's really awkward. He probably thinks I'm a psychopath. If that wave had a little bit more ripability to it, as in if it wasn't such a barreling, heavy throwing, hard dropping wave and I could just stand up and, you know, crank some turns on just a laid back face, you know, that was just mellow and kind of pushing, I think this board would significantly stand out and I really want to try it on a wave like that. But for the sandbar, it's just not the one. Any wave that is barreling, this just, I mean, that's just paper thin, man. That was gnarly. Regardless, very good time. Always a good time surfing with your best friends in Hawaii. Can't complain at all. Gotta get my boards repaired though. That's focus number 1. And yes, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time with this vlog and I hope you did too. Major bummer about the van, but remember, as I always preach, shit happens and you can't do anything about it. We bought a shitty van, only to be expected that it blows up. It was just a matter of time. So all good. We're gonna fix it, and once we do, we are back to living the ultimate dream. Even though we are already living the ultimate dream, it's a matter of time before we're back to, you know, having a car and living the ultimate dream. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next Friday.